So with the Kurunga Wish available later tonight for part 3, a lot of people may actually end up grabbing the AGL Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So today we're going to be talking about best team builds for this guy, best partners, everything like that in this video. So we'll be, of course, covering his own team first, then a bunch of other teams that this guy could fit on. I mean, dude, this guy is not only just so good, but he provides a lot to your different teams that you may be running, and just is overall a very good character. I think his leader skill also throughout the year will end up getting better and better. We'll just have to wait and see how things go. But yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy the video. And if you picked Super Saiyan 4 Goku, let me know your favorite part about this character. But of course, let's hop right into things. Now, of course, the most important thing about this guy's own team is that he's only one category leader, but he does provide 4 key and 220% to HP attack and defense. You don't have to meet multiple categories or anything like that. It is just the one team. However, this team is great Ape Power, which is not really a good team, though unfortunately not too many amazing options here that you can use. But the thing about Super Saiyan 4 Goku is once you get this guy transformed, he does provide 10% damage reduction support and 70% defense to not only Grade A Power, but Power Beyond Super Saiyan, which again, that will let him help these other Power Beyond Super Saiyan characters on other teams. But this 10% reduction support is really crazy. On top of that, his super attack effect does give 44% attack and defense to all allies for 2 turns. So even if you're not on those 2 categories, right, you benefit. But the characters that benefit the most are the characters on rotation with this guy. And this guy is going to be basically your slot 2 character. Sometimes you can run him in the first slot before he's transformed because he has the 70% chance dodge. But after that, you kind of need a character to kind of sit there for him. And you know, it's really funny, if you have this character, the Dragon Ball Heroes Xeno Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, this is a Limit Breaker variant, this guy is actually really good on his team and could be ran as a slot 1 in a lot of different types of content. And this guy's also designed around being ran with the Grade 8 Power team, so honestly, not a bad option for this team. Grade 8 Vegeta, this is another character that's getting his Extreme Z Awakening. With Super Saiyan 4 Goku, this guy will have 70% damage reduction in slot 1 and be a really good slot 1 tank for your team. This guy actually is a character that I think is probably very pivotal towards running this team in the most difficult forms of content. So if you do have this guy, you definitely want to go ahead and include him. In Super Saiyan 4 Goku is another character that you can run in slot 1. He really mostly only in longer fights though, because this guy early on is not the strongest character for sure. He can get cooked very easily in like short content because he's a character that wants to receive a few hits, but he's not really starting off as like the, you know, highest defending character of all time, right? But once you're able to get Oob out, and then especially the full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, I think once you hit this stage, this guy is actually quite formidable in a lot of different stages of content. This character will be able to have guard in his first turn. With Super Saiyan 4 Goku, you get 60% damage reduction. Overall, will be a nice little linking partner if you want to see Super Saiyan 4 Goku really thrive and look extremely strong. So yeah, I mean, not terrible, not great though, but yeah. So we also do have this character. Honestly, this character Prezi is not even a terrible option as a floater on this team. You fuse into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. He has 50% chance to counter supers. He has an enemy action disable on his 18 key super attack. And he also does, you know, have the ability to tank normals once you have Super Saiyan 4 Goku out. This character's not bad, honestly. He's not going to do crazy damage right now or anything like that, but he's probably one of the better characters around here, which at the same time says a lot about the Grade A Power team and what it is. But again, Super Saiyan 4 Goku is providing so many extra stats to characters that it does make sense. This character should also be getting their Extreme Z Awakening next week, though. So once they EZA, this is going to be a crazy strong character to put on the team for sure. And then after this, it's kind of like, I mean, you could run this Carnival Kid Gohan, I guess. He's fair. Like, this is where, like, especially, like, here, I feel like the team falls a little flat and we need, like, a couple extra options. This in Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, we're waiting for his EZA, waiting for the EZA of this GT Super Saiyan Vegeta and this GT Super Saiyan Goku. You can run Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. This guy's actually also a very nice option. He has the baseline of 35% reduction. So with Super Saiyan 4 Goku, he'll get up to 45%. He is supporting grade Ape Power, 1 key, and 30% stats, right? It has all these grade Ape Power links. Like, that's another option you could definitely run. I've seen a lot of people run, this Heroes in Super Saiyan 4 Gohan. I believe he has 50% reduction. Yeah, so with Super Saiyan 4 Goku, 60% post super attack, he'll have, decent defenses, honestly. So there's a couple units here. You kind of have to rely on some of these Heroes characters releases, though. And if you don't have them, you pretty much can't really run this team right now. But I think that grade A Power has potential to get a lot of characters this year. If you know, you know, right? But we'll have to wait and see how things go. Of course, this is not his only team. This guy's on a bunch of different category teams that he could help out on. So we'll be taking a look at a few of those as well. The next team I'm going to be talking about is actually Uncontrollable Power. So I did make a video of this guy on the Uncontrollable Power team, which he does fit, and he works very well in this team, right? He's not going to be a character you'll really put on rotation. The Brolys are characters you'll keep on the rotation, but this guy floating around, keep in mind, the legendary Super Saiyan Brawlers are on Power Beyond Super Saiyan, so he's giving them 10% extra damage reduction and the 70% defensive buff. It makes Brolys, just like the Tech Broly and Int Broly's tank, so much better. It's really crazy. And then at that point, later on in the fight, you had the revive. This team becomes unkillable, like literally. So, I mean, this is mostly an extreme class team. You can run like some super class options, but there's not really a lot that you'll go out of your way to run. I mean, really, it's pretty much like this guy is what you would do. And of course, Broly does have other teams like Movie Heroes or Revenge, or the Movie Heroes, my bad, Revenge, and then I forgot the last name, Planetary Destruction. But again, you're gonna be running mostly Uncontrollable Power. So if we take a look here again, you could just go with like a full kind of Broly build here. Maybe have Super Saiyan 4 Goku and STR Broly floating. You could go ahead and maybe even throw Janemba on here. You could have like Inch Janemba floating around as support. Gohan, right? And again, this guy's role on this team is to be a character that's floating around, so you don't really have to worry about him in terms of linkage that much. You could even run, this guy right here, the Tech LR Broly, have a rotation of Int Broly and the Easy Tech Broly, then Int Broly and the Tech, new LR Carnival Broly, right? You could even run Dragon Ball Super Broly. He is also on Power Beyond Super Saiyan, so you won't really have his domain up, but you can get some extra reduction there. And if you are able to, like, in a really long fight, get this guy's domain out, then, he could actually start looking really nice with all the buffs from Super Saiyan 4. But, this is actually a pretty good team to kind of put this guy on. I feel like when I tried this team out, Super Saiyan 4 Goku was so nice. And again, he also has the super attack effect buff, so Uncontrollable Power, it's one of the strongest teams in the game, and this guy fits extraordinarily well on it. So definitely recommend trying this out. So the next team is actually Beast Gohan's team. Now this guy is usually thought of as a superhero's leader, but keep in mind he also does lead not only Bonder, Master, and Disciple, but he also does provide the boost to Miraculous Awakening, which is what this character is on, the Miraculous Awakening team. This guy's also on Entrusted Will, so he's getting the full 200% boost. And this is essentially throwing Super Saiyan 4 Goku on this superheroes team, which I think is really fun. You can get UI Goku on here. You can get, Tech UI, Blue Evolution Vegeta. Maybe even run kind of like a Reps kind of themed team. You could even have in Super Saiyan 4 Goku here, Namek Goku. Like, there's a lot of options on this Beast Gohan team. This Beast Gohan is such a crazy good character. Like, look at how many different team builds you could do, man. I mean, just kind of switching back and forth between all these different characters, you could just have such a fun build. And I think with Beast Gohan, he has his Team Protector ability. Keep in mind, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, this grade 8 form, if the boss supers you during this turn, by the way, this card is crazy. If the boss super attacks you during this turn, that gets rid of their super attack unless they could do that multiple times in a turn, but this guy could also help out. So maybe you could run some characters that aren't necessarily as strong, quote unquote, as like the meta tanking everything characters doing a billion gajillion damage, right? Goku also has a heal in his back pocket. Like, this is a fun team to run him on, and he'll be able to work very effectively, I think, all the way throughout the battle, and then he'll be giving these really good super attack effects buffs to these characters. I mean, hey, you could run like a Battle of Fate variant. You're gonna have this guy floating around on the team. They will provide 77% support to reps and Battle of Fate when they're early on. Then this guy eventually will be able to kind of sit in slump 1 potentially. Actually, I don't even think that's like not even bad linking wise with Super Saiyan 4 Goku either. So overall, really strong team for this guy. Probably one of his better teams. And Beast Gohan, I don't really see people really talking about him as like a leader anymore, because we do have the full 220%, right? But this guy's team is still extremely powerful. Same with Uncontrollable Power. Now, the final team that I think I have to bring up is the Tech Vegito team. In a lot of these videos, I'm going to try and avoid showing like the other anniversary characters, but I'm not going to completely ignore them because, you know, I think a lot of people may only have 1 or 2 of them. But this guy, I mean, he is the prime example of someone that Super Saiyan 4 Goku helps, because his counter attacks are given a true buff. That 44% attack and defense Goku gives to all allies for 2 turns. That attack buff is not really like anything crazy unless it's to a counter character. Then that's when things start to get really insane, because that buffs the counters directly, I guess that's a good way to put it, essentially. So the counters will do way more damage actually, and things can start looking really crazy, which is why I really like this guy on this team. You could even run AGL Vegito. You know, I think Super Saiyan 4 Gogeto's on Tech Vegito's team with the Fused Fighters. You could also run this guy as your leader if that's something you prefer too. But the thing with Tech Vegito's leader is, again, well, Vegito in general as a unit will benefit more from Super Saiyan 4 Goku, given the counter damage. But also, we're able to touch into the Earthbred Fighters team instead of the Successors team. And I would say not Earthbred Fighters, the Earth Protecting Heroes team is better, because you can get someone like, you know, in LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, which actually, people don't like this guy. I actually do like him. I think as a floating Rainbow Orb changing support, he could work well. Maybe you like Namek Goku. You can run Namek Goku in this team, like STR Gogeta or something, right? Maybe this team is lacking a little bit in the slot 1 department, but you can go ahead and get Beast Gohan here. You can go ahead and get Tech Broly, maybe even Daima Goku. Like, if you really want to juice Tech Vegito's counters, you can do something like this with Daima Goku floating around, and then you could run like STR Hercule, right? STR Hercule will be supporting too. This boy is down here for me. Like something like this, if you want to like juice Tech Vegito, like squeeze every bit of damage out of this guy. This is something you can do, and oh my goodness, I've done it before. Tech Vegito goes insane. And remember, later on in fights, you won't have to worry about really a slump 1 per se, because you have the targets go with Vegito. So I think we'll end things there again. Just really quick, not really too much to talk about with this guy. I think he's a very straightforward character. Make sure he's at 24 key. Make sure he's in slot 2, ideally. And if you're able to meet those, he's supporting, he's doing good damage. When he's Super Saiyan 4, this guy's mega supporting, I guess you could say. Like, his support when he's transformed all the way is absurdly impactful to a lot of characters. I mean, I guess, you know, I kind of want to still keep talking about it, but like, if you're running this guy, like as a floater, and you have Super Saiyan 4 Goku on rotation, this guy gets 50, instead of 50% reduction, he gets up to the 60% damage reduction. If you have this guy, he starts off at 60% and can build up to 90% damage reduction this in Blue Evolution. Maybe you like STR Blue Evolution. Well, this guy will be starting off at an additional 10% damage reduction when he's on rotation, and Goku will also be giving him his unit super attack boost. Super Saiyan 4 Goku is very impactful, which is why, you know, he's the third, like, of all the characters that are the Carnival Lars, he's the character that I decided to choose to do next. I think he's the best of the Carnival Lars that came out, and I also think that he's the most impactful of all the Carnival Lars that released during the celebration. You could use this guy in so many different situations. His team will continue to get better throughout the year. Overall, I could like just juice this guy all day. I could gas him up all day. I'm here, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but Let me know what teams you guys are going to build them for. And, you know, maybe if you decide to go ahead and pick them, let me know as well in the comment section below. Thanks y'all for watching. That's all I have to say. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.